Hey guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a return subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. I'm sorry for not making eye contact with you guys, but I'm trying to find something real fast. All right, check this out. You know, on this channel, we do some of the craziest things when, you know, we cover some of these craziest stories where people do stuff to kids. You know, and as upsetting as it is, you know, stories like this that are out in the public, you know, they need to be told and bring awareness to, you know, how vile people can be. Enter this woman up here. Lord have mercy. This woman that you see is 35-year-old Tasha Heaps of Kansas City, Missouri. And in 2022, this woman decapitated her 6-year-old boy, her son, and the family dog. And this woman ain't went to trial yet. I long talk about how stupid the justice system is and how they claim they backed up and all this type of stuff. But for the atrocity this woman committed against her own damn child and the dog, it's no way she's still breathing some 3 years later and still trying to, as the court still tries to decide her fate. Now, granted, they're saying this woman has mental issues and that, you know, they just deemed her worthy of going to trial as of late. But this year she'll be going to court, right? And I want you guys to take a look at this, and I'm going to read this article to you. This is beyond belief. And someone sent me this morning, and shout yourself out, brother. I forgot to mention your name and I forgot to write it down. But this right here is, you know, from him to you guys to check it out. So check it out.
The case against a mother accused of decapitating her son and dog will now move forward. A Jackson County judge found Tasha Heaps mentally fit to stand trial. Heaps is facing charges on first-degree murder and armed criminal action in the death of her 6-year-old son, Carvel Stevens. She was arrested back in February of 2022, but was deemed unfit to stand trial the following June. Now that she is fit to stand trial, the state is allowed to present evidence to a grand jury. A circuit court arraignment is set for Monday, the 29th.
That's the story of this lunatic Tasha Heaps. And I didn't cover this story because I wasn't on YouTube then when this happened. But looking at this right here, it says a little bit about what happened with her. Of course, like, you know, she went for a 5-day mental examination that deemed her unfit for trial. Now, her little boy, right, his name is Carvel Stevens, may rest in peace. She killed him February 16, 2022. This is when this happened. It says, online court records confirm that Judge Sarah Castle had Tasha Heaps, 35, committed at the conclusion of a case management conference held May 27. Said the judge's decision suspends the criminal proceedings against Heaps, who was facing trial on first-degree murder and armed criminal action stemming from the horrific February 16, 2022 death of her little boy, Carvel Stevens. It says, police had rushed to the crime scene back in February, and also found the family's dog dead and decapitated. Police rushed to Heaps' home after receiving a call from a woman inside the home, which was Heaps, saying that the devil was trying to attack her. Following her arrest, Heaps allegedly confessed to her son's killing, telling investigators she killed him in the bathtub before decapitating him. According to her previously released criminal complaint, Heaps has been ordered to undergo a mental evaluation on May 20th, and the court findings of that evaluation were submitted to the court May 25th. So it took 5 days to see this motherfucker's crazy. Okay. Now, we all seen she's crazy and she did some crazy shit. She'd been crazy. But there was somebody out there that still put a baby in this chick. And there are multiple mugshots of this girl on TV. I mean, on the internet. All of them then got her bald headed like this. You know, and for some odd reason, somebody, and it happens a lot, men know when opportunity presents itself, a lot of times weaker men slide up in something like this. and then move on like it ain't nothing. She got a baby in her, had the baby, and now the remnants of your lust is left to suffer the pain from being around this person that shouldn't have a damn kid in the first place. What do you think about that type of stuff? Yeah, a lot of people are not in their right minds, and they shouldn't be in situations where they have children around them. Now, her mother came out and spoke and said some stuff about her, but in all honesty, sometimes you got to get the court to intercede with somebody having a kid that you worry about, not just them, but the well-being of the child. That's real. That's a cute little boy. See him? And he's dead. For what? This woman right here, man, they gave her the right medication. She was crazy when she did it, but she was crazy enough to confess and say she did it too. That's all I would need. I'd take her outside and dispatch her. Sick crimes like this need sick punishments. You know what I mean? And people can say what they want, man, but damn, little boy's gone. He's gone. That's all I got to say about this shit. I forgot to show you something. Look at this. According to a probable cause affidavit for a search warrant, listen to this. Officers with the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department at approximately 11:45 on Tuesday responded to a 911 call about a disturbance at a home located on the 7300 block of Indiana Avenue in Jackson County. The caller, later identified as Heaves, told the dispatcher that someone was trying to harm her and said the devil was trying to attack her. We went over that, right? Now watch this. Before she hung up the phone. Upon arriving, now listen to these details. Upon arriving at the scene to perform a welfare check, first responders observed what appeared to be blood on the front steps of the home and what appeared to be blood and hair on the front door. Police determined that an adult female was inside the home. KCTV reported that the officers could hear a woman singing inside the house, and when they knocked, the woman sang even louder. While trying to make contact with the woman, police learned that multiple children lived in the home and had not been seen in several days. Officers, looking through the window, then saw what appeared to be the severed head of a young child near the threshold of the front door. So she cut his head off and put it at the front door on the ground. Fearing for the safety of the children who still may be alive inside, police forced their way into the house through the back door. Once inside, officers located the decapitated body of a young child near the front door of the residence, per affidavit. Stock Market Steve with the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.